Hello and welcome to the BTEC Level 3 National Extended Certificate in Sports Coaching and Development. My name is Ruth Jones and together with my colleague Kelly Hill we will be teaching you this course over the next 2 years. We like to think of BTEC Sport as a family, so it is essential we all keep and work together to progress and make the 2 years a success, and hopefully you will be part of this. So a little bit about the course structure then. The BTEC Level 3 is a National Extended Certificate in Sports Coaching and Development. That means that it is equivalent in size to one A-level. There are 3 units across the whole course. All of these are compulsory and mandatory, therefore we have no optional units at all. All of it is coursework, which is spread over the 2 years of study. 2 units will be studied in your first year and 1 unit will be studied in your second year. So who's the qualification for? It's an entirely coursework based subject, so if you like that kind of assessment then obviously this could be the course for you. Qualification is intended for those students who want to progress directly into employment, maybe as an assistant coach, but if it's studied alongside other level 3 qualifications as part of the programme at Godalming College, then you can use it to progress to a wide range of higher education courses at university. It's also a very practical course with a supportive hands-on approach to delivery. So what do you study in year 1? Well, in year 1 you'll have 4.5 hours a week and you'll study 2 topic areas. As you can see on the slide here, the 2 topic areas will be careers in sport and leisure industry and health, well-being and sport. As I've said earlier, both of these units are mandatory as they are on the whole of the qualification, and both are weighted the same amount, so there's an equal split between the 2. If we look at the first unit then, careers in sport and leisure industry, this is going to look at all the different sectors of sport. So the sport and active leisure industry is constantly changing and growing. It offers many different opportunities for employment. To have a successful career in the industry, it is therefore important that you understand the behaviours, values, skills and techniques that are needed. In this unit, you're going to gain an understanding of how the sport and active leisure industry in the UK is organised. You'll research different careers in the public, private and voluntary sectors of the industry and look at the different qualifications, skills and experience required to pursue these careers. You'll undertake an application and interview process for a selected career pathway, drawing on knowledge and skills from across the qualification to identify your own strengths and gaps. This is going to help you to evaluate your performance so that you can be employable and have specific technical knowledge and skills required to access a selected career pathway and to hopefully then progress with it. As you can see down the side here, every unit has its own aims, so if you wanted to have a look in a bit more detail, then you can have a quick read. If we then move on, the second unit in the first year is looking at fitness and active lifestyles. Health and wellbeing is also a growing area of importance in the UK sport and active leisure industry. Recently, there's been more consideration given to the impact that physical and mental health has on day-to-day living, as well as on sport. Increasing numbers of individuals recognise the limitations that poor mental and physical health can have on their wellness. In this unit, you'll look at the important elements of health and well-being, how they influence sport and active leisure. You'll learn about national benchmarks and indicators of good health. You'll understand why the government and the national governing bodies of sport are prioritising the area of health and well-being of the sport and active leisure industry. You'll also investigate how factors affecting health and well-being impact on physical activity and sports participants. You'll then be able to apply your knowledge and skills to assess your own health status and that of a chosen individual. Once you've collected data, you'll then identify strategies to improve the health and well-being of both of you. So if you're looking to go into the health and fitness area, then this is obviously of help to you. Again, we've got the learning aims on the right hand side if you want to go through in a little bit more detail. In year 2 of the course, there's just the one unit that you'll be looking at, developing coaching skills, but you'll notice that the number of credits for this are double each of the units from year 1, so actually the content is the same amount. In this unit, you'll develop your coaching knowledge and skills to help improve others' performance, skills, techniques and tactics across a range of sports. An assistant coach plays an essential part in improving the performance of athletes, sports and activity leisure providers and participants. Sports coaches have many different aspects to consider in the coaching environment and for the wider team. The development of knowledge and practical skills is vastly different across coaching disciplines, and the assistant coach helps to ensure that it's possible to achieve the highest standard of coaching overall. So again, if you're looking to go into direct employment into the coaching as an assistant coach, then obviously this unit is going to be very helpful for that. Again, we've got the learning aims down the right hand side for you to have a look at. So looking at assessment and lessons then, as we've said already, all coursework is assessed internally, some of which will then be selected to be assessed externally and double checked. Most preparation will be done through homeworks and through teaching and learning, and then the information will then be gathered and you'll have some kind of feedback on it, and this will form an assessment. If you don't achieve the criteria on the first attempt, then you may be granted a resubmission, and if needed and in exceptional circumstances, resits may be taken at the end of the year. In terms of how you achieve the different criteria, with BTEC there are pass, merit and distinction. To gain a pass, you have to achieve all of the pass criteria for that unit. To gain a merit, you have to achieve the pass and the merit criteria. And to gain a distinction, which is the highest grade you can get, you will have to achieve all of the pass, merit and the distinction criteria. Assessments take the form of both practical and written, and can be in a variety of formats, such as PowerPoint presentations, group work, interviews, and just written documents as well. You will gain employability skills and work experience throughout the course, as well as transferable skills and development to take into the world of work and for higher education. You'll learn to do observations and self-reflections. Some of the activities will be student, but some will also be teacher-led, and the settings will be in a classroom, out on the sports field, or also in the gym. What sets us different and what makes us different and sets us above the rest? Well, we have a very unique in-department support system that we run. We have a very small, knowledgeable teaching team, myself and my colleague. We have regular contact with staff and peers on the other groups of the BTEC course. You will take part in competitive college sports. There's lots of links and works to the local community and the sporting community, and also with national governing bodies. There's access to external sporting organisations and companies. You will gain leadership experience. We've also mentioned that you're going to gain some work experience, and you'll also have mentor and contact with current and past BTEC students. So what do our students say about the BTEC sport? Well, they say that it's a bit like a family, that you're well supported, it's fun. You get to try different sports that you might not have done before. The lessons are quite varied. There's work experience opportunities which are valuable. It's okay to fail, you learn and you move on. The staff just want to get the best from you and really know how to build your confidence whilst pushing your development. And the friends you make will be friends for life. If you don't believe us, you can ask the students themselves. If you have a look at one of our present students has to say about their time spent at Godalming College and being part of the BTEC sport in a review from Keris on our Godalming online page. And lastly, what happens when we come to the end of the 2 years? Well, we've talked a little bit about this. We've talked about employability, being able to take the skills that we've learned, different employability skills, including communicating, organisation, evaluation through self-reflection, being able to be adaptable and resilient, and being able to then take that off into the world of work, as we've mentioned about being an assistant coach. But you can also, as part of a combined programme of study, you can link this with a lot of other A levels and BTEC qualifications at the college, so that if you are looking to maybe go off to university, then this course can form part of that. You don't necessarily have to go off into a sports course, because some of the skills that you'll obviously learn, such as independent learning, researching actively and methodically, giving presentations and being an active group member, all of these things being in a vocational context actually help to be able to take those skills and use them on a course at higher education. So hopefully this has given you a little bit of an insight into the course, and hopefully we will welcome you at Godalming College onto the BTEC sports course in September. Thank you.